everybody. Okay, for today, what we are going to be doing is that, going to be showing you guys how I am going to be building my Black Swan when she drops in version 2.0. Okay, as you can see down here, I have Sampo as my placeholder. Okay, I'm definitely going to be pulling for Black Swan because currently I'm using mostly DOT team. As you can see, I already have Kafka, then Runway for dual DPS buff. Generally, I will either be using Full Swan or Locha for my sustain. Alright, okay, so back to my Black Swan build. Okay, alright, as you can see, so these are just big stats. The main stats that I'm going to be focusing on will be effect hit rate, okay, speed, and of course attack. Black Swan being a DOT applicator. Alright, so I think those are the three critical stats that we need to pay attention to. So our main focus is really on her effect hit rate. Okay, and we'll go through some of the rally pieces and the sets that I'm going to be using to build Black Swan. Okay, first and foremost, okay, alright, Lycons. Alright, I will most probably be using Eyes of the Prey. Okay, as you can see, I only have S3. Okay, S5 would be really nice. Okay, to hit the amount of effective hit rate that Black Swan actually needs for her buffs. Okay, but for the time being, I think this should be sufficient. I am still a little bit on the fence in regards to whether I am going to go for her E1 or her S1. Alright. I think that her Lycon would have quite a lot of value, but from what has been shown, possibly her E1 could be pretty crap. Not only for herself, but for the rest of the DOT team as well. Okay. Alright, so yes. So generally, as you can see down here, I have almost 3k attack. Uh, Speed is not really fantastic. Okay, I have 129 speed. I would like to get more, but this is just kind of like, how my rolls kind of went without farming any further gear. Okay, effect hit rate, I have 115.7. Alright, I would assume that her traces would include effective hit rate as well. Okay, if that is good, then we'll be hitting 120% effective hit rate with no issues. Okay, alright, so going to the relics. Okay, unlike other characters, I think for Black Swan, the best in slot will be Prisoner in Deep Confinement. I'm sure there will be other sets which you can use, but I don't really think, taking a look at what her kit is, that there will be any other any other sets. I mean, that will be just as good as this one. Okay, but when you talk about the planner sets, those can kind of vary a little bit, and so we'll go into that in a little while. So okay, taking a look at the gear that I've already have for her. I mean, because I've been using a lot of DOT teams, follow-up teams, so I've actually farmed quite a bit of those sets. So it was somewhat easy for me to be able to come up with this build. Alright, and actually I was really lucky. Okay, when it comes to the planar sets, because when I was building Sampo for Kafka, alright, this is what he already has. Okay, so and I'll be using the Pen Cosmic Commercial Enterprise set. Okay, which gives effective hit rate. Okay, increases the effective hit rate by 10%, and then it will increase the attack based on the amount of effective hit rate that it has, and then it will reach up to maximum 25%, which I definitely hit the maximum because blackswan will have 120% effective hit rate, so it will hit the maximum amount of attack buff that that the set can offer. All right, okay. Going to the substats, as you can see, okay. Again down here, okay, I went attack rope, okay, with effective hit rate, okay, some HP, not really fantastic, but still pretty decent. This was what I had for my sample, so like I'm just gonna be ripping it off sample. Sorry, sample, but and just gonna pluck it on my black swan. Okay. Right. Planet Orb. Okay, I'll be using a wind damage boost. Okay. I simply because I mean back then when I was building sample, this was the only one that I had, and the Pen Cosmic world where you farm this set is not really that fantastic, and I didn't really wanted to stay there for too long or farmed it too much, and it turned out to be in my favor, seeing that it rolled pretty high on effective hit rate, had some attack stats as well, so that's pretty good. Alright, okay, so for the helmet, okay, decent set, nothing fantastic, okay. I might try to find more, but for the time being, this is what I have at the moment. Okay, effective hit rate, attack, those are the key items. Down here, okay, this is a pretty good set. Okay, you got attack percentage, speed substat. The crit's not gonna really help, but then it's just there, right? And a good amount of effective hit rate as well. Okay, because a lot of my substats actually rolled the effective hit rate, I could actually afford to have an attack body piece. Okay, alright, so yeah, this comes with a good amount of break effect, which can help her, while it's not exactly really necessary, but then for DOT characters, break effect is generally can be like an icing on top of the cake. Alright, so yeah, alright. Then of course I'll be running speed boots. Okay, I don't really have a lot of speed substats in my relics. Okay, so I'm just gonna be running speed boots to kind of just up her speed a bit. Okay, and of course, this piece is nice. Okay, it came with attack and effective hit rate, and it all rolled into either attack or effective hit rate. So this is a really good piece for Black Swan. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So all in all, okay. Yeah, so this is how I'm going to be building my black swan. Okay, when she does drop on into 2.0, okay, we will I will be building her up, and then we will get to see what is the final outcome. But however, at this point, this is generally what she would probably be looking like. Okay. All right. So I'm sure there are other ways that it would be able to build her, but I think just a couple of things to kind of like sum up. Effective hit rate is I think the most critical thing on her due to her kid. Okay, and then of course, like as a DOT playstyle, attack and speed. Okay, other than that, I don't think we really need to focus on anything much else. Maybe some uh, defense stats for like to just make her like be a little bit tankier, I guess. But other than that, the rest is not really necessary. Okay, I am really looking forward to Black Swan dropping in 2.0, and until then, okay, I will be showcasing my full build once she comes in. All right, okay, all right. See you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. All right, thank you very much.